What's going on, family? It's your brother LG, Larry G. In music terms, I'm known as Jazzy LG. Because as you see, even though I'm talking about BTI, I'm in the lab, I'm in the studio, I'm not in the medical lab, I'm in the music lab. But I'm just gonna do a little short video. I'm not even in my BTI gear right now, I'm just chilling. Just want to share something with y'all real quick. One of the toughest things I had to deal with in X-ray, probably my entire career, not in regards to patients, not in regards to technical difficulty, nothing like that, but something that really hit me real deep and personal. It goes way back to 1990, I think it's 1995. Before I got married, because this is the second time around for me, before I got married the second time around, I was still relatively young tech to the field. No, I take it back. No, I got the date wrong. I believe it was 1997. It had to be 97. Yes, had to be 97. Had to be when I first started at University Hospital in Bexar County. Anyway, this is really deep, y'all. I can't even go into a lot of details about it, but y'all will get the gist of what I'm talking about. One of my best friends in life, like I said, I do music. I'm known as Jazzy LG in music circles. I produce music. I produce gospel, R&B, hip hop, and jazz. I just became an ordained minister at my church. This is recent. I'm talking about way back in the day also. Anyway, just give you a little context. One of my best friends like a brother to me. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna put that out there because it's been out there. I'm not gonna go into that. I'm just gonna give you a lowdown on the situation. We were, it's about 1995, 96, I think about 96, but I think it's safe to say 96, because it's right before I met my wife, but the situation had kind of bled over into that. No, you know what, it's got to be 97. It's got to be 97, because that's when, because I just met my wife. She wasn't my wife at the time, but we were kicking it. And people didn't know we were kicking it. But anyway, had to be 97, because that's when I met my wife. So let's say 1997. Okay. I'm not going to go into all the details. I just put it like this. I was working in the trauma room in the ER at University Hospital. And there's an x-ray room down there. And when you're in the x-ray room, you're right next to the ER. You're in the ER. You're right next to it. And they call overhead. They say x-ray to trauma, such as trauma 1, trauma 2, whatever. And so I got my portable machine ready and was heading over to work on this, to do portable x-ray, just like any type of trauma, just routine. So I get to the trauma room, and I see this little girl, and I knew the little girl. The little girl was 2 years old. And the little girl had some, I took an x-ray on her. At first I was like shocked. It's a little girl that's 2 years old that I knew. So I took the x-rays, ended up taking the little girl up to pediatric ICU, and little girl didn't make it. Well, and this kind of thing happens in the emergency room all the time. And this didn't make it in the book. I probably should have put this in the book, but I'm glad I didn't, because it's some things that it's a lot of details I left out the book intentionally. This is one of those I didn't think about, but I'm glad I didn't think about it, because wow. some things I guess shouldn't have been in this. I mean, it's some tragic things that actually have happened during the course of my career over 40 years that shouldn't have made that didn't make it in the book, and for good reason. Maybe it would have sold more, maybe it would sell more, but I wasn't even on that mindset. But anyway, little girl didn't make it. The reason why it's such a heavy impact is because 2 days prior to that, my best friend who was doing boxing and myself, people that know, had my 2 daughters with us, and had my 2 daughters, and he had the little girl that he was watching for his girlfriend. 2 days prior to this happening in the emergency room, the little girl gave me a kiss on the cheek. Kiss goodbye. And that ended up being the last time I would see her alive. So you just put it all together. It was one of the most devastating times in my entire career. It hit me right here. But that's all I gotta say, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know that there's a lot of ups and downs in the medical field, in radiology specifically, because that's what I've been doing for 40 years. There's a lot of human misery, human suffering, families being, holding on by a thread, concerned about their loved ones. So for you techs that are students that are considering, or people in general that are considering getting into this field, you gotta be ready for the mental, emotional, physical impacts. It's a lot of weight being in the medical field. There's a lot of emotional weight. There's a lot of mental toughness and spiritual resilience you have to be in this field. And you have to have, which is why I didn't really say a lot about it in the book, but you gotta have God. You gotta have Jesus in your life as a foundation of your life. That's one thing I didn't mention too much, but the underlying resilience and longevity that I've had in my career is because of God. Man, I'm just gonna put it out there. That's right. I don't really emphasize it too much in the book because it's not a religious book. It's not a, like I said, I'm an ordained minister. I just got ordained. This is my memoir wasn't about that, but me as a person, see, I'm just come here as I am. I'm not in my BTI regalia or anything like that, but just me as a person, as a human being, as a man of God, one who has faith and believes. You got to have a foundation to give you strength to deal with this kind of profession. Otherwise, a lot of people just crash out. They don't make it. I'm just being, like young people said, I'm keeping it a buck. That's it. That's just how it is. But y'all, that's it for this video. I just wanted to share that with you. It's a real heartfelt message about a very, very, very tragic moment that happened many years ago. There's been a lot of healing, been a lot of tears, a lot of prayers, and yeah. Anyway, y'all, God bless y'all. It's raining outside. Y'all know if y'all can hear the thunder. But now, yeah, I'm chilling for the rest of the day. But love y'all.